So the question then becomes, what do you wish you knew about mental health while in high school? I can honestly say I wish I knew that everybody has mental health. Everybody has issues, everyone has a story, everybody has been through something. Okay? We can all relate to somebody. We don't have to feel like we're going through this alone, like we're the only ones that it has happened to. Because newsflash, there is nothing new under the sun. All right, you can always relate to someone because everybody has a similar experience or has had a similar experience. Unfortunately, some go through traumatic experiences more than others. Some know how to cope with it throughout their lives. Some don't learn how to cope with it because there's this huge stigma surrounding that topic of conversation that, you know, people are afraid, or people are going to think that they're weird, or people feel that others aren't gonna know what they're going through. And that's not true, because I feel like if we were just a little bit more open-minded and a little less shy about reaching out and talking about, you know, the topic or talking about what we were going through, we would be so surprised to find out how compassionate people are towards each other, and how, you know, people are willing to help as long as you're willing to receive it and be there for you, right? People are always going to want to be there and always going to want to try to help out because you're reaching out to them. You're putting all your trust into them. So what makes you think that someone's just gonna, you know, someone's just gonna dismiss what you're saying? You just have to let go of that fear and take that leap of faith and just reach out to someone and talk about it. I feel like oftentimes we're in this process of denial and we're just, you know, we're fighting it internally, and we don't know how to reach out or talk to someone because we feel like, well, they don't know what I'm going through, or they don't know what it's like, and, you know, and you're just like, oh, I'd rather just not be bothered, you know, having to explain myself. You know, I feel like we're all great actors and actresses. Like, someone will come up to you and they'll be like, you know, how many times will someone come up to you and be like, oh, so, you know, how's it going? What have you been up to? What are you going through? And then you're just like, oh, yeah, like, it's all great, you know, like, it's nothing. Like, I'm just, you know, it's just another day, you know, another day in paradise. Like, it's great. But it's, you know, when really you're really going through something, but you're so good at hiding it because that's what we've learned to do. We've learned to just, you know, forget about it. I wish I knew about mental support groups, more support groups. When my sister was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, you know, I was ashamed, I was embarrassed, I didn't know how to talk about the issue with other people, I didn't know how to approach her, I didn't know how to deal when she was going through a crisis. And I just feel like if I knew how to, you know, if I had someone there professionally to speak to and go and ask them questions, like, I feel like it would have helped our relationship a great deal. So I just feel like for families, it's not only important for the person going through, you know, a mental health illness, but I think it's so vital for families to also know about what that family member is going through, you know, how to manage them and how to be there for them, because it's really complicated. And if you don't know about it, you could be causing a little bit more harm.